Welcome to The Detective and the Doctor, Episode 8, covering Rizzoli Isles, Season 4, Episode 8, Cold as Ice. Ow!
Okay, so this episode opens at a hockey rink. And there's like this altercation
Of a lady.
of two ladies.
Two ladies. One, very
It's a mom.
nutso woman, mother who is very into her son's hockey game. And another woman who is just there with a pulley suitcase, giving out helmet pads. Crazy mom person says that she pushed her. She didn't push her. And she goes, bloody nose.
This woman's trying to get around this crazy woman who's watching the hockey game because she obviously has a child that's on the team. She's like trying to get around, and the woman's like, I'm trying to watch this game. So finally the woman just like wheels past her, and the woman ran over the other woman's foot, so the woman got pushed and punched, and then she's walking out through the parking garage, and somebody slits her throat. Dun 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 dun.
From behind, so they wouldn't have any blood on their clothes.
Mara's sister came to stay with Mara, which was absolutely hilarious, and she got oodles and oodles of Angela Rizzoli.
Angela Rizzoli! Angela was on, I love her. This episode, she was awesome.
She was just her basically telling Mara that she needs
Relax.
to relax and set boundaries, and Jane's telling Mara she just needs to be a big sister, not trying to be the mom. Mara doesn't know how to take care of even any child because she wasn't raised by her parents. She went to boarding school. She basically raised herself.
And Hope's away for 3 weeks. So, kind of shows up, and she was like, oh, you don't mind if I stay with you, right? Mara's like, oh no, it's gonna be great. Woo, sisters! And then she's like,
wasn't really
for
sure
3
about it.
weeks. Oh.
Oh, snap.
Da-ba-da-ba-da, the entire episode happens. We find out Angela is having
Money
money
problems.
issues because her husband didn't file taxes
No.
while they were
There's like
still married.
$27,000 that they have to pay back in taxes.
Yeah. I feel bad
If she
for
had
her.
signed the divorce papers, she wouldn't have had to pay for it.
Really bad for her because
I
she's
know.
trying to do all this stuff. And
still doing-
Corsac, shipping it,
Totally shipping it.
was like,
it's the only thing I
hey,
ship on that show.
I'll lend you some money.
Yeah, you work hard. I'll lend you some money.
No
Interest
problem.
free.
Don't even worry about it. Get it back to me when you can. And of course, Angela, being the proud woman that she is, like, I can't do that, but thank you very much. Her collecting cans and bottles and selling baked goods, and I think there was some, starting her organization business back up, trying to make Mara get rid of her,
Mara's just doing it
shoes.
to give her money.
Yeah. Mara knows she's hard up for money. But
Jane
nobody really
knows.
knows why.
Jane
Yeah.
knows
Yeah.
that it's probably money that's going on with her mother because her mother doesn't talk about anything, especially money.
Money's at the top of her list that she does not talk about. What did we like about this episode?
We didn't find out who. We find out, which I called almost towards the
Yeah.
end of the episode. I called. It was the ex. Well, this woman was trying to find her nephew because her sister had Huntington disease,
But
and it's only carried. It's passed down by the
mother.
mother. So she's trying to find her nephew, and because her sister was killed
on a boat.
on a boat, and there was
By
no
her
sign
husband.
of the husband or the son, and the woman kind of knew like maybe they were like still alive, so she's trying to find her nephew, guess to like make sure he's okay and
Yeah.
sure he's not carrying a gene.
Really, to tell if they were alive, that meant that her sister was murdered. Was the big thing there. She was also checking on her nephew, but that was the big thing that she was looking for because it was never proven that her sister was murdered.
the brother-in-law that killed this woman, Carla, and he had killed his wife, and
Has a new wife, and the new wife has been raising the son as her own, and that's who the boy knows as his mother, and so on, so on, so on. That's what I liked about this episode. It had us stumped almost the entire thing. And the writing was really great, and everybody was putting in, like, everybody was present. Does that make sense? Nobody was neglected in this episode. Frankie was used. Angela was used. Corsac was used. Everybody. Frost was used. Jane and Mara were both used equally, and Mara didn't just randomly show up and solve the case when it's not really her job to anyway.
I always think it's funny when she does it, though.
Yeah. What did we not like about this episode?
I don't have any complaints.
No, not really. But everything was really, really great with this episode. Predictions?
Kaylin, just continuing to stay with Mara.
Yeah. That should be interesting.
And next week's episode looks really good.
Yeah.
Wheat's gonna be haunting Jane somehow. Cause
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. Any episode with Wheat involved is always interesting.
And they haven't really talked about him since what?
He was killed.
What season was that? First season still?
Second season.
Second season. And they haven't really talked about him. They alluded to
Season 2,
him.
episode 10, titled "Remember Me."
Thank you, nerd. They haven't really. They alluded to him here and there, but nothing has really come back to haunt Jane about it. I think that'll be really interesting. Yes. Ratings?
I'm gonna give it a 9.
Yeah, a 9 from me too. It was. I almost want to say the best this season.
It's not the best this season, but it's up there.
So far, I should say. That I think. No, the first one was really good.
We gave an episode a couple weeks ago a 10.
Did we?
Yeah. It's just been a while because the last couple of episodes have been
like
on this show and on the other show that we do a show for.
Yeah.
The last 2 episodes were kind of which it's hard when it's happening on the same both shows at the same time.
Alright, so join us next Tuesday for Minor Incidents, and of course next week this time for The Detective and the Doctor, which will cover... Go ahead.
No One Mourns the Wicked.
Which will be episode
9
of season
4.
Okay.
Stop it.
You're never gonna know when I hit back. Sisters, there were never such diverse. Ow!
I don't have any predictions.
Smile, 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 be happy.